Good afternoon, everyone. Everyone have joined the session. You can see around 15 students online. Okay, guys, tell me what we have seen in the last session. We have seen four types of graph. Right. Directed, undirected, complete, and weighted. Right. So in weighted there are two, dense and sparse.
Yes.
So now what is dense?
Number of edges are more than number of outlines.
Yeah. So and for sparse?
Number of edges are less than number of outlines.
Yeah, that's it. And for complete? What do you mean by complete graph?
Every vertex is connected to other vertex.
Yeah. So if there are 5 vertices, the first vertex will be connected with all the 4 vertices. So likewise, all other vertices satisfy the same. Okay. Anything else we have seen yesterday? No, we have seen something like out degree, in degree. What is it? So how will you measure degree?
Number of vertices connected to one vertex. Number of edges connected to one vertex.
B से A और C जा रहा है तो उसके दो होगी
Number of
ऐसे
edges
B
directed north and
ऐसे
directed
D जा रही है तो
south.
मतलब number of edges connected with that
Particular
Node.
vertex.
Then incoming and outgoing.
Yeah.
Incoming outgoing.
Then if there are arrows, then it will be like outgoing and incoming.
तो एक ऐसे सूत्र के B तक जा रही है और B के सामने एरो है तो B के लिए आउट तो B के लिए in.
Okay, fine. Then after that, is there anything else? No. That's it. So yeah. Now, what will be the complexity? Space complexity. Huh? For what? Dense. Then for sparse. So
वर्टेक्स ज्यादा हो सकती है और पास के लिए उससे इक्वल और कम.
okay. So that is dense and sparse. And then we have seen 2 representation. What is that? So what is that? What do you so how will you find adjacency matrix?
We show the we take intersection of rows and columns, and if there is a edge connecting those vertex, then we put
You will mark 1, else 0.
Else it's 0.
So similar to this, right? Here it is. Adjacency matrix and adjacency list. So there will be a graph, and then you just want to take all the vertices here in row and column, and then you have to say whether if there is any edge between that particular vertex, then you just mark it as 1 or 0. Then similar to that adjacency list we have seen. So with someone said something. Okay. So and then you have to proceed sequentially here. I said, fine. Okay. So now my question is again. So when if only a graph is given, and if they ask you to find the suitable representation for this particular graph,
matrix for dense and list for sparse.
So now this is dense or sparse? Four vertices are there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges are there. So this is dense. So what kind of representation now I should use? For dense, which representation is best? So I definitely will ask this kind of question. Let me see that how many people are answering correct. I mean in your sessional 2, midterm 2. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. For the space complexity is n square. It depends on the vertices. How many vertices you have, right? Is it? Then this is for adjacency matrix. Then for adjacency list, we had two things. One is for undirected and directed, right? In undirected, you might repeat, several things, because if A and B is there, from A and B you can go, or else from B and A also you can go, right? So that it is number of vertices plus 2 times its edges, right? That is for undirected, and for directed it is vertices plus edges. I mean here I have denoted as N, or you can write it as V plus E. That is also fine. Vertex plus edge. Okay. So before getting into the next topic, I'll just ask few questions. For example, consider that there is a tree like this, and let me take like this. Yeah. So, and there is a police here. Okay, and let's say that thief is hiding here. So this is a simple tree, and then consider that P refers to police. There is a policeman, and then this is thief. So police, this police should traverse all the nodes, possible nodes. I mean from the route he should traverse. See, for us we know that thief is here, but the policemen don't know where the thief is. For our understanding, I have marked here it is. Thief. So this policeman should traverse all the possible nodes. He should not miss any node, right? And then he should find the thief. So my question is, what possible ways are there for this? From here directly. I said that this policeman don't know where is the thief. He got the information that thief is there hiding in this tree. So he should traverse the whole tree and then he should find. Did you understand my question, first? Yeah. For our understanding, thief is right now here. I have kept it here, okay? But this fellow don't know where is the thief. So what are the possible ways? How? 4 2. Can you justify? If it is 4, can you tell me what?
एक तो होगा वो लेफ्ट में जाएगा, एक राइट में जाएगा.
Then
अगर लेफ्ट में पॉसिबल में एक पहले लेफ्ट में चला गया, उसके बाद वापस से फिर से उसकी 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज बनेगी कि वो वापस से फिर से लेफ्ट में या राइट.
2. 3 ways you are saying. 2 or 3. What are you 4.
If we go to completely left side, that's one way.
Yeah, and in order, pre-order, post-order traversal, you can think about those traversals. We do traverse na road left. After completing complete left, then we go for right child. That is also possible, right? First I'll take route, then I'll go left, there is no child, then I'll go back to this, then I'll visit the right one, then again go back to this, and then visit the right one, go to the route, then again go to the right side, and then I will visit like that. I mean, I'm talking about those traversals. You apply route left, right, this way, right? There are 3 traversals. In order, pre-order, post-order. What?
He's talking about the
What?
He's talking about the expertise.
Okay. So you are saying there are 4 ways. 4 possible ways. Okay. Fine. So now tell me, what are those possible 4 ways? You said that I'll go left side and then
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Left, right.
okay, that is one method. Then where? One is left and right you are saying.
Left, right. From parent no. Left, right.
I will go to left, then right.
No, right, no.
Here.
Yeah, right.
Okay, then
That's the second way. Then third way, right. And this is that. Right.
then you are not visiting the left road, sir. The main property is you have to explore all the nodes. You should not. Yeah, you should not skip anything. See, while playing games, there will be a lot of coins. If you play Temple Run, you will fetch all the coins, right? So likewise, you have to visit all the nodes. You should not skip anything. You can't say that from here and directly jump here. No, you have to explore. Think something that in your room, if you lost your pen drive, what you will do? Yeah, you will search all the possible things. I mean, you will search your entire room, your drawer and whatever it is, whatever the properties we have, right? So we will not miss anything. Then finally we find, I mean, somehow we will find out. So I'm saying that there are 2 methods, basically. So one is breadth first search, and another one is depth first search. So now let me tell you like what is BFS. So BFS in the sense it is a wider search. Okay. So wider search in the sense it is a level by level search. So now we know that in a tree this is level 0, right? And this is level 1, and this is level 2, and this is level 3, is it? So I said level by level in the sense first I'll explore the route, okay? Then from here, and then I'll visit these levels. I mean, whatever the nodes are here in this level, I'll visit these things, right? Then I'll go to the next level. That is here. So how many nodes I have visited? In graph and tree, yeah, both. Same thing applicable. If there is a loop, then that is not called as a tree, right? If I have connected everything like this, then that is not a tree, right? Else a tree can be a graph. Okay. So I'm just, I mean, right now my intention is to make you to understand what is BFS and DFS. So now, how many nodes I have visited to find the D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7th node, I have found T. Okay, that is for what? Using which method? For BFS, the cost is 7. Let me take like this. Okay. What happened? That is wider search. That's what I said. Level by level search. Whatever. So
But how we can do that? How we can do that?
the algorithm we have to write it in that way. So, so one is level by level search. All right. Then the next one is okay. For BFS it is 7, and the next one is depth first search. There should not be any discussions first. Understand what I'm saying, okay? So DFS in the sense you have to, if you are taking left side, left direction, for example, then you have to visit the complete node in depth. If there are multiple nodes here, then you have to go until the depth. Then you have to go back to reach the right side node, if there is anything. So what I do here is that first I'll go and visit this one, right? So there is no such left side node. So I'll go, from here I'll explore whether is there any left side node or what. There is no left side node, so I'll go to right. Yeah, I'll do that. So and then what happens after visiting this particular right side node, I'll go back again, and then I'll from here again I'll go back because there is no such node. I'll go back, then I'll visit this right node. Fine. So then again after this there is nothing, right? Then I'll go back to this node. Then from here I have explored all possible nodes. Is it? Then again I'll go back to root. Then I'll start exploring the right side. So which means that then how many nodes I should visit to reach this peak? 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go back, and then here it is 9. So it takes 9 nodes to visit to find the thief. Fine. So now my question is, which is effective? Which method is effective?
DFS. Most effective DFS.
DFS. Okay, let me ask one more question.
Sir, if we start from right side, then it will go first.
No, we have to always go with that properties. What do you call that? Binary search property. It's like
DFS, you started from left side, right? We can't be start from right side.
no, always search for left.
Left side.
Yeah. So because if you search in right, the primary agenda is to visit all the nodes, all possible nodes. From here I can go right again. Then in the third step I'll find. But you see this in this level I might not have visited because you are saying that because thief is here, so go to right. But in a problem we don't know where that particular thief is. So basically we have to do step-by-step search, which means sequential search. So if I visit all the nodes, then I can get to know that there is a particular in the particular node there is a thief, right? So now I change the position of this thief. Now he is here. Now the thief is here in this node. Now the thief have changed his position. He knows that police is coming, and then from here he came here. So now can you tell me can you apply BFS and DFS? Tell me the cost. Earlier it was 7.
For DFS 3. 4.
For BFS it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Okay. Then
For DFS,
DFS 4.
1, 2, 3. Right? So now again, which is best? See, earlier it was 7 and it is 9. Now it is 4 and 3.
so total price of DFS.
So both algorithms, my conclusion is that both algorithms work similar. There is no best algorithm out of these two. It depends on your problem. Okay, it depends on your problem. So according to your problem, you have to choose the algorithm. Fine.
So in this problem, which one we should select?
DFS.
You can apply both because I said both looks. The space complexity, time complexity, all similar. So if you have a lengthy tree, then you can go for DFS. If you have a wider tree, if it is not a general tree, then you can go for wider search. That is BFS. So now the second point. Do you understand what is BFS and DFS?
Yeah.
Do you know at least how to traverse BFS and DFS? Right? Yeah. Breadth. Depth. Yeah. Don't write bread, okay? Yeah. Fine. Okay, so I'll just take one more tree here and I'll name it. A, B, C, D. Yes. Huh? I can use, but okay. Now tell me the traversal of a BFS and DFS for this problem. So I mean, there is no thief right now. Just a tree. You just want to apply BFS.
A to D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. For BFS.
You just tell me the sequence, like so how I transfer. So for BFS, yeah, I said that it is level by level search. First A, then this level B, C, A, B, C, then D, E, F, G. I mean, from here anyhow you have to come back here. That's why I've drawn like that, like a snake diagram, for your understanding. Yes, yeah. So the answer for BFS is it should be A, B, C, and D, E, F, G. Now tell me the answer for DFS. We know that it is depth first search, and from here A, B, D, E, C, F, G. So it should be A, B, D, E, then C, F, G. So now if you closely watch this, we have applied one of the traversal out of those three: in order, pre-order, post-order. Now what is that? Can you figure out?
Left.
Root left, right?
Yeah, we have applied root left, right. So this comes under which traversal method? In order, pre-order, or post-order? So this is pre-order. Yeah. So DFS follows pre-order method. Clear? Yes or no? Root left, right. So we have applied in similar fashion only. Right? So this is a pre-order approach. This follows pre-order approach. And there is one more point. So now I have given you 3 points. What are all they? 3 or 2? I said what is DFS and what is BFS and how to traverse. And now I said that in DFS we follow pre-order method, and there is in unit number 2 you might have learned stack and queue. So now we apply both these methods, but not both for all. For DFS we use stack. You can't use queue here. Okay. And for BFS we apply queue. We use queue. I'll tell you why. So can you guess the reason why we are using stack in DFS? Why we are using queue for BFS?
क्योंकि DFS में एप्लीकेशन ऑफ स्टैक है, उसमें प्री ऑर्डर और पोस्ट ऑर्डर आता है, इसलिए DFS में स्टैक और क्यू का भी पता नहीं होगी पड़ा है.
Okay. Yeah, that is fine. I mean, that is a valid point. And also you see this for BFS, I said that it is a wider search. So basically, like I go level by level. So I need a stack. So that insertion and deletion is very easy in that. If I put that one in stack, then I can't delete a particular element in that. Right? So for DFS, we use stack because we go in depth. Right? So we need to have the current node. Where you can fetch the current node always. In top, always the top node will be current node, because you see this A, B, D. You are exploring, right? I'm talking about DFS. You are exploring A, B, and then D. And then if there is nothing, what you will do? If you want to insert. Yeah, if I want to insert, I can insert. So now I need to go to the right side. Directly I can't jump here. The program should go back to this current node to back to this node. Then from here it goes. I mean, if there is anything in the right side, then it explores. If not, it go back to root. Then it fetches in the right side, right? So to fetch the current node stack data structure is very easy. So that's why we apply stack here. Is that clear? So why we use stack in DFS and queue in BFS? So do I have any example for you guys? And one more point, it is so why it is edge and vertex space? Why I call BFS is vertex space? Because I go level by level. So level means like in a level how many vertices are there, then I'll visit those vertices. I should visit. So that's why it is vertex based. And then in DFS, it might keep on going. Yeah, in this way. So I count number of edges basically. If there are more edges, then I'll keep on visiting it. That's it. So these, if there is a difference asked in a 4-mark question, you should mention all these 4 points. You know what is BFS? First give the full form of BFS. Don't say anything else. Okay. So it is breadth. And what is the spelling for graph? GRA? PH. Some have written GRAP. Graph. Yeah. Short form. Listen.
Sir, is there any preference for using any of these? Like, is there any method?
Both are similar. That's why I said. That's why I have taken this problem and then I've shown like how it differs.
So, see, like, if there are more levels, then we use their DFS.
Yeah, but we don't know how many levels are there in our computer. See, this again, all these things about searching. So I have more files. I might have less number of files in my computer or huge number of files in my computer. I should explore all the folders. Then only I will get to know, right? But I'm not doing that one. I'll simply open search option and then I'll type something. My file name is this one. Search it. So now it applies these things. Either you want to apply deep search or wider search. That's up to you. If there are options, they will give you those options. So for our understanding, we have just taken the trees this much only, and then the destination is here only. So that we can understand like how it traverses. That's it, right? But this structure might be huge. It depends on the problem, or it depends on the storage space which you have in your computer. All right. Yeah.